What's up? Welcome back. Year 7, 2031 National Championship. Arkansas State versus San Diego State. Me and Fozzy going back at it again. Both of us trying to get our second title in this Online Dynasty. Fozzy knocked off Reapers in the playoff. Advanced against me. I beat the computer. I don't remember who I had, but Nicholas Jurgensen on the sweep. Freshman killing it. That's one of my favorite plays. Just getting the ball moving. Pre-snap. Going up 7-0 to start the game. Thanks for hanging out. If you're new here, we play Online Dynasty college football. Hit that like and subscribe. Me and Fozzy, we've played a handful of matches together. I mean, we always play close, and we've got, you know, year 7, so we've made some incredible rosters. I mean, our teams are both in the 90s. I think he was almost like 95s, and I was low 90s. Recruited well, 5 stars, and we've made changes this year to our play selection. So we limited our plays to 5 for each play. You know, we started getting kind of, I don't want to say cheesy, but like, if you watched the last few years in my dynasty, like halfback stretch was a crutch for me. So I mean, it was such a good play and such a strong play, especially when I had Borley. Broyles was no slouch either. Yeah, he powered up huge as he takes off and running on 3rd and 5 with his running quarterback Simon. We just felt like it was more realistic, you know, because you're not going to call the same play 10 times a game. You know, you can come out in the same set, do some audibles and stuff, but we just felt like we wanted to try it. We had seen some people do it, and so we started trying to implement some house rules that we're going to bring into College Football 26. James Jennings, he learned a lot from Charbonnet. I tell you, he's a hell of a middle linebacker. I try to user him. Direct snap, killing me, kind of like a wildcat formation. Fozzy and Cameron Dicker, man, he had a heck of a year. 2,000 plus yards, 32 touchdowns. I'm trying to answer quickly. Our studded defense, so, you know, we have, well, I say that, and as Dicker runs for 25 on me. But yeah, you can see our running backs there. I mean, I ran 328 times with Broyles Senior out of Texas for almost 2,200 yards and 50 touchdowns. Our stats were kind of stupid. Screen. That's Fozzy's bread and butter, man. I've got to watch that. Like, that's something that him and Reapers have always killed me on in the past. And so I usually try to watch it because, like, I know it's coming. I just get like that, it's like that spider tingly sense. Like, it's gonna happen eventually. I mean, look at all the stars we have on this. His offense is insane. He's got like 8 stars. Impact players. It's crazy that we made it 7 years. This is Fozzy and Reaper's last game. They didn't play year 8. I went solo. I had a nice recruiting class, so I kind of wanted to see what would happen. Taking it out with Jurgensen. I mean, when you have the takeoff and the 97 speed, I mean, it's ridiculous. As I've said in the past, Arkansas State is a power running school. We have 4 awesome running backs. Broyles and Lester are our speed power backs, and then we have Pierre Council and D Pepper 23. I just love that's this combination. They're both our receiving backs, so we didn't really go receiver heavy. I mean, we got lucky getting, you know, Stubbs, Jurgensen. Jurgensen, I mean, like I said, right here, boom, just hit a straight audible for the touchdown. Takeoff and 97 speed, I mean, you're not going to catch it, but getting that extra point, making it 14-7 in Florida, Raymond James Stadium at night. I'm ready to see what this dynamic weather is for College Football 26. Well, like I said, me and Fozzy, we've played a bunch of games together, and he almost returned it. But that's a good start of the game. 3 for 3, 140 yards and 2 touchdowns. Can't forget Odom, Jennings. I mean, we've got some linebackers, and he kind of put me on spin cycle there. Great field position after the long return, almost to midfield, but now he's over midfield, so he's coming out in pistol. We're just gonna play our zone coverage. Try to play some defense here. Kind of plugging holes. 4-yard gain. See what he's doing. He's got some motion going. And we get the sack with Chin. Like I said, just playing linebacker, user lurking, trying to stay in the lanes of his crossing receivers. Let the computer get the pressure, and it worked out in our favor this time. There's another screen. 4th and 10, and like I said, he's in position, you know, kind of dead man land where you don't punt, I guess, and he's gonna go for it. Yeah, flex bone. So we're just gonna play some zone here, see what we can do. Oof. Odom with the diving deflection. Turnover on downs, get the ball back. Nice. That's what we need to do. Just stay in our zones, create some pressure, and just keep it in front of us. Because that curl route would have had it. That was a nice play call. I mean, other than my linebacker just playing it pretty good. And that's the thing, that like it changes the game when you can't, you know, call the same play, because you've got to find some newer stuff of trying to move around the ball and things. So trying not to get Pew killed, but taking some unnecessary hits. Went with him as a quarterback. He had the strongest throwing power and 95 speed running, so he was the best successor for Pryor. Circle was open for a split second, but his defender just finishes the route better, takes it to the house. That's not what you want to do when you're trying to win a national title. 14 all. Gross. Adding the extra point, tying the game. Yeah, and that guy had a robber, which I said ultimate movement in zone coverage, so I guess he just turned on the booster and got around the receiver there. Alright, 14-14 after through 1. It's like defense taking the night off. Got the Mack truck, Broyles. Man, he was so fun to play with. Like, just having a monster. I wish hopefully I can find a prototype like him this year for my Army Dynasty, just to have. I've seen like stiff arm is just broken, it seems. He would have been a monster. Alright, start of the second quarter. 2nd and 9. Trying to find something here. We're going to do a play action. This tight end sweep coming across has worked out pretty good a couple times. It leaves it, but his guy trails it really good. Breaks the tackle with Pugh, throws a wobbler straight to Stubbs. Hey, look at Stubbs. He's just playing like a NBA center, just standing his ground underneath the basket. I'll take it. Hey, when the game gives you a breakaway off of a sack, you take it. And then, you know, you just run your guy straight into the defender the next play. I'm so glad that, yes, Fune, bruised ribs. Yeah, he's been. I'm really glad number 4 didn't raise anything. He just watched He was so zoned in on 88, he didn't even see the ball go over his head. And Greg Broyles, hey, he can catch. Look at that rocket. Yeah, number 4 didn't even react. All right, coming out with the option. I've ran option a couple times against these guys, and him and Reapers, Fozzy and Reapers, they've started trying to just intercept the ball on the pass rather than making the tackle. And there it worked to my advantage where Pew didn't get tackled, but he luckily back-to-back plays. Hey, sometimes you got to be lucky. I'll take it. 2nd and 3. Get some motion. Estrella just sits down at the first down marker. Kona Fune is hurt again. Estrella was a pretty awesome tight end. He was a 5-star recruit. Just sat down right there. Don't be ashamed to check it down. I mean, I see some people trying to hit home runs every play. If it's not there, take what the defense gives you. It's there for a reason. This poor kid and his bruised ribs, man. All right, 2nd and goal on the 3. Just toss outside. And Broyles in the end zone. They're like a match made in heaven, man. All right, 21 to 14 after the extra point. He reminds me of like a Mike Allstott. Had to give him the neck roll just because he's a power back. Gave him 25 as my favorite number. So he was just a fun, like I said, fun running back to play with. All right, going back into some nickel coverage. I mean, outside of like the first drive and then we gave him the pick 6. He really hasn't done much, except right now he just splits the defense for a 1-play bomb, 75-yard touchdown, tying the game. No defense is being played today. 21-21, 5:10 left, 8-second drive. I mean, that's efficient right there. And sometimes it don't matter because your offensive line is just going to be the better defender. 67 just hits him in the back of the head. Yeah, he just looked like Drew Brees right there, 5'9". Little Kyler Murray in the backfield. All right, 2nd and 10. About 3 unnecessary moves there, but he gets injured. A truck. Like if I would have just kept going, I lost so much momentum goofing off there. All right, we got Lester in, who is a beast himself, as 2-yard gain I run. And like I play base Arkansas State playbook, and so I like the halfback stretch so much. Like they have it in pistol, and I've run it a couple times because it gives you that balanced look of your balance on the left and the right side. So and the running back lines up behind the quarterback, so there's really no indication of where you're running, left or right. Or you have this play like a pistol mesh. So there's a bunch of different plays that you can call out of this formation. And he backed up his corner, so I threw a quick out to Jorgensen. All right, so here we are with that pistol stretch again. And he's just trying to kill Broyles, man. All right, 3rd and 7. Oh, Magoo holds on, but 4th and 1. What can we do? See if I can draw him off sides. Fake snap, man. It's handy, short yardage situations. Only thing is you do it too many times, you're gonna draw yourself off sides. And that's what happens. Lester. Alright, but I'm kind of where he was earlier. Dead man's land, so I don't really want to kick a field goal. I can't. I'm terrible at kicking field goals. If you watched any of the games in this dynasty, trying to find a play, call a timeout. 21-21. Almost to the 2-minute warning. I'm trying to hit R1 here. He backs some guys off because he's like, I've burned him deep a couple of times, so he backs his guys up, which is perfect. I throw it to R1. I thought his corner was going with the streaking receiver, but he stops and comes forward, and oh, I thought it was going to be wide open, but number 4 played it pretty well, but Jurgensen holds on, gets the foot down. And the dreaded yellow. Leicester, like I said, touchdown. But O'Brienly, like you can see here, me and Fozzy led pretty high, like over double the next users, Khaotic and Reapers, in penalties this season. We got holding calls left and right, man. We played with the sliders a little bit but it was like it was like 1 or 2%, and like it never called or called constantly. So 1st and 20. Here's old DP 23, and it's funny his last name is Pepper, so it's like Dr. Pepper over here. 23 flavors. I didn't change his number either. That's what I recruited him, because his name was DP 23. What I like about Pepper is he fights for those extra yards. Like, it's crazy, like a bunch of the different type of running backs, like they always fall forward and get you those extra 2 yards. All right, Leicester's back in here, and holding on the tight end, Rambo. I had that Trent Richardson vision and ran back inside. I mean, not that it would have mattered because I got the holding call, but if I follow that lane out to the right, I feel like it could have been a first down. All right, 2nd and 15 with a jet sweep. Again, I'm like magnetized to the defender. I don't know why but got the penalty yardage back. See if I can hit triangle here. The defender, man, our defenders are insane, because he stayed stride with Jurgensen. And I really don't throw to the outside receivers much, like Stubbs and Kaiser. Jurgensen I have in the slot, and then I've got the wheel route here with Pierre Council, and I throw it, but he stops, and the defender keeps going. I've never seen that motion. It threw me. I got caught by surprise, because I thought I was just going to keep going like a fade down the sideline, but he just stops. Like I said, never seen that before. All right, so now I got the mesh. Going to be looking for Magoo. And that's probably some bump and rub, pass interference, but hey, it works. Magoo, 95 plus speed, tight end, was a receiver. It's always speed in this game, man. So taking the lead, 28-21. All right, minute 21. He gets the ball going into the 3rd, and I'm like this close to having my guy right where I need to be. Like, I'm relatively new at playing linebacker. Whew. Got popped. Knocks the ball out. 2nd and 10. Staying in our cover 3. All right, held him to 3rd and 7. 53 seconds and counting. And he gets the first time. He calls a timeout. It's not what we want. We don't want him to get anywhere close. He's coming back with the jet sweep. I bring the guy, but this guy blocks me pretty good. But we still hold our spots. Only let him get a yard. 30 seconds till halftime. Nice defense. All right, 24 seconds. And as you can see, that cover 3 match I've called 2,700 times almost. It was like my favorite defense. And so just hold him to 4th down. He doesn't call a timeout. I don't call a timeout. We go to halftime. All right, we're back in the 3rd. His ball. He's down 7. First time I've said Stockton's name today, and he's a 99 overall D tackle, and he was out of the national title game last year, injured. Got him to come back, and he's been a monster all year. I almost read the screen that time. I knew it was coming, but they blocked me, and he gets the 1st down after the long penalty. I was trying to just bead through that, but the lineman blocked me pretty good. Well, this is our 4th straight national title. I mean, like I said, me and Fozzy trying to win our 2nd. We've lost 2, won 1. Fozzy's lost 2, won 1. And then Reapers is 3-0 in national titles. Nagy just rushing in, stopping him. But Fozzy's aggressive, so I don't see him punting here. And I was almost in position, but I went over too far to the running back, and his crossing guy got me. I thought he was doing like a halfback angle, which it probably was halfback angle. He got me on it. Stopping the flex bone. Toss sweep, and the pursuit angles in this game, I hope they've improved in College Football 26, because man, they take some terrible angles of trying to cut off a runner. Like, that should have been maybe a 1st down, but my guys just terribly go after it and let them get an extra 10, 15 yards. I mean, like, just... Yeah, I don't know what 29 and 2 we're doing on that play. It's like a halfback draw. That's a pretty nice play. Looking like we're gonna rush a blitz or something, but he gets 4 yards. Let's see what we can do on defense here. Watching the motion. Gets my eyes wandering somewhere else, and gets the 1st down. Alright, so faking a blitz. I'm gonna play with Jennings here. He just rush up the middle for a yard. Just clog in the middle, see what we can do here. I'm over here with Jennings, hiding behind Odom, backing up. Luckily, Bradbury was there to save the day. Stop them in the red zone, keep our 7-point lead. Our motion pass here. Just get the jet sweep. Alright, 2nd and 17, going Wildcat here. So we're going to get over, 23 is going to sweep across. And get some great blocking. Picks up 20 on 2nd and long. I mean, come on, I can't beat that efficiency. In the quarter, trying to just drag them off sides with 1 second, get the free 5. I'll take it. All right, going into the 4th, leading the Natty 28-21. I like it. And I get crunched. So I get 5 to give up 3, 2nd and 8. And Jurgensen, a terrible throw. He does a pirouette over the defender too. but stumbles over for a first down. Alright, 5 yards on a rush, I'll take it. Boyles is out. Alright, we're gonna 3rd and 2 is perfect time for an option. Whew. He tried taking out my knees, but I get enough for the first down. Alright, 2nd and 7, inside zone. And he just confuddles it. I mean, Burrow's got the risk of injury, but hey, it's the national title. Last game of your career. I'm playing you till the wheels come off here, but 3rd and 9. Trying to get a touchdown. Alright, looking at Magoo here on this play action. And try to fit it in there, double coverage, but did not work out. I feel like that's no man land for me because I'm not that great at field goals, but I want to try and hit that same spot. See if I can hit that same spot with tied in something. Another play action. So looking at the red, Magoo, see what we can do. 4th and 9. Get it and dive in. Touchdown, but there's a flag. Holding. Larry Kennedy injured on the play. All for naught. I swear. 5 penalties, 45 yards. All right, now we're gonna punt. Backs us up 10 yards. Not gonna give him the ball at midfield. Can't keep it out of the end zone. So 1st and 10 on the 20. All right, time to play some defense. All right, you came out in that trips Y. I've been watching. I feel like this is the screenplay, and I pick Jennings and I just hammer it through for the pick 6. User alert. Return it for the touchdown. Probably my favorite play I've ever done on defense. Like, just read it perfectly. Just pedal to the metal. Didn't let them stop me like the last time I read it and got the pick. First time I've ever picked off a screenplay, and in the biggest stage where I'm up 7 and I double it 35-21. 7 years of games, that's my favorite play that I've done. Like, hands down. So 4 minutes left, up 2 touchdowns after scoring but getting called back on the penalty. So ball don't lie. So now we just gotta get the KO punch here and knock it out. He's gonna try and start moving the ball. 4 minutes, tick, tick, tick. 2nd and 1. And I wish I had my reaction of when I was on camera, man, because I was pumped. See, I got him trying to go deep, but get the pressure. And he loses 2 on 3rd and 1. He's just trying to run up the middle, and we stop him. So he's got to go for it. Down 2 scores. Watching the screen again. Turnover on downs. Looking great. Odom. Engine revving relentless. Alright, so now we're just trying to milk the clock. Run it out. Get our 2nd natty. Putting on chew clock. Just milk it down to the 2-minute warning. Alright, we just need a yard. Stay in bounds. Keep the clock a-moving. I mean, as long as nothing catastrophic happens, right? I mean, like this is our game right here. Another holding call. You're just trying to get out of Dodge, man. Of course. Let's just get out of town, get the natty, kneel. And Fozzy calls a timeout. So I'm like, okay, well, I mean, and he gets the second timeout for the injury timeout, so it's 3rd and 14. He takes another timeout, so I'm like, okay, well, hey, I'll practice a field goal. Could have been my 3rd natty if I would have learned how to hit this at the end of the game my first time here, but hit the field goal, 17-point game. It's all said and done, just need the clocks to strike 0. And man, it feels good. Like I said, Fozzy and Reapers, they've taught me a lot, and Odom with the pressure. I could have ran it in for the touchdown, but I don't like to run up the score against the human people if I don't have to. So I let him get tackled. He's got no timeouts left, so we're gonna just kneel it, win our 2nd title. A-State, baby, Wolves up, and that's all she wrote. We've got one more game left in our Dynasty that's going to be uploaded, and it's going to be the national title for year 8. We made it all the way back. See if we can finally win back-to-back national champions. Our fourth straight national championship. Our 2nd win, 38-21. Not bad. I mean, really, first quarter, and then we gave them the pick 6. You know, the pick 6. So I feel like we played pretty good on both sides of the ball there, other than the penalties. 2 touchdowns called back for penalties. And like I said, Fozzy and Reapers, they bounced after year 7. Year 8, I stayed in. But appreciate you hanging out. We'll catch you on the next one. See if we can go back to back